Good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and welcome to this week's weekly energy boost. My name is Elisheva, and today Eitan and I are sharing the ways to create a container to receive more. And it's a topic in Kabbalah that we cover in different ways and different times, but this week is really giving us a powerful opportunity to strengthen our desire and also shift our relationship with giving, which we're going to see in a few minutes how they're so deeply connected, but really to unlock an experience of light and fulfillment and blessing in our lives that we maybe don't even think is possible. And together with the new moon of Pisces that's this week, we also have an additional opportunity to plant seeds and create an awakening that can last us not only for the next 7 days, but for the entire month to come. Weekly Energy Boost is a 7-day spiritual weather forecast where we provide our listeners with the most practical and powerful tools to navigate the coming 7 days. We do that by gleaning through the wisdom and tools of Kabbalah and offering practical tools and wisdom that can be helpful any week of the year, any year of your life. And so as we have this combination of these two influences, we really get to upgrade our journey, let's call it, in life, not only as receivers, what can I gain, how can I increase my capacity to receive, but also how can I develop myself as a giver, how can I add more value, how can I bring more benefit not only to my life but to the world around me. So Eitan, where should we begin?
So let's start with desire. Let's start with desire. One of the basic, universal law of Kabbalah is that there is no shortage of blessings. There's no shortage of the light of the Creator. There's no shortage of miracles. And there's no shortage of the most amazing, flawless light and life filled with magic in our life. The only thing that is missing is the vessel to reveal it. What is a vessel, Kabbalistically? Is a desire. Desire. So, one of the things that we all came to develop as part of developing our strong consciousness, strong awareness, shifting our perception in life. One of the things that daily each one of us Kabbalistically came to develop is stronger desire for the light of the Creator. And what does it mean? What does it mean strong? Everybody would say, of course I want the light. But the questions is like this. There's two types of desire. Soul desire and ego desire. And there's many levels of this desire. My soul is beautiful and perfect. In the depth of my soul, I crave and desire to connect and to experience the infinite awesome power of the universe, the light, because by connecting, I can share it through me. That's the desire of my soul. It's already there. The desire of the ego is the opposite. Who cares about the light? I want to feel good now. I want to remove pain now. I want to relieve my pain, to express my reactivity, to suppress some feelings that might put me in dangers, to not follow through with my commitment because it's uncomfortable. I want comfort. Ego desires I want comfort. And sometimes I'm willing to go to beyond comfort as long as the I, the me, the limited me, the selfish me will get what it wants. So if soul desire, ego desire. Our goal in life is gradually to embrace and to adapt my soul desire into my body, into my mind, into my heart, into my actions in this physical world. We all have both. It's part of the test of life. But our goal is every day to strengthen my soul desire. Soul desires desire for the light. Soul desire for true purpose. Soul desires to reveal the good that available right now. Soul desire to truly grow in a long term. Soul desires to do the right thing that I believe in, even though I don't see results right now. Soul desires to pursue study that will help me to get closer to the Creator. Soul desires to have real relationship in my life in a soul level, regardless what people say. So how do you strengthen it? How do you strengthen it? One of theirs, then I'll let you, Elisheva, share. In time of conflict, when you see clearly, wow, my soul desire, my ego desire is to quit what I'm doing now. My soul desire is to persevere because that's when I'm getting closer to the light. Then my ego saying, but you don't see any results. But my soul say, it's okay. You're going through a process of expanding your vessel, strengthening your desire. When you go against resistance forces and you persevere, even though what you're actually doing internally, you expand your vessel, your capacity for the light. This is moment of true spiritual surgeries. So those moments of conflict, I want to quit, stay in. Persevere with the discipline. Focus on it. You actually gradually expanding the desire of the light. That's one example of expanding desire. Another time, facing a challenge, the ego part of you wants to react because it's all about instant gratifications and fix. Your soul saying, one second, there's a hidden opportunity for growth and for light and for elevations and to become someone else and to unleash powerful yourself. Stop, pause 1 second. Don't pause and suppress the feeling of the ego. No, pause and change your desire. What do I really want? I want growth. I want raising my consciousness. I want more trust. I want to connect to the hidden opportunity that's available right now. So that moment of struggle, it's not just don't react, everything will be good. In that moment, the fact that you force yourself, your body, to act as if you are governed by the soul, you gradually getting close to your soul desire. Because at the end of the day, what's governing your decisions? That's an important concept. Decisions which you follow through with actions. What's governing your decisions? Your ego desires or your soul desires? That's a big thing. You know what? I don't want to talk to them. I have an issue with them. I don't feel like confronting them. I rather just push it away, let it go. Who needs it? My soul saying, I know if I'm not going to confront and have real conversation from the heart, even though it's so uncomfortable for me to be vulnerable about it, I'm not growing. And my soul saying, go for it. But it's uncomfortable. So what decisions are you are making? Decision to follow your soul desire or decision to follow your ego desire? When it's a conscious decision, it's not ideas and philosophies. We live in this physical world. At the end of the day, awareness supposed to lead us towards decisions and then actions. And when you follow your decisions, your soul desire, your soul clarity, you expand your desire. Ego desire is a very small desire. Comfort, feel good, feel loved by others. Soul desire is I want nothing less than my unlimited potential, which is the light of the Creator. So every time you make decisions based on soul clarity or soul desire, and even though you don't feel it, you harness your body and your life, follow the soul. Then you gradually shift and imprint in your cells of your body the desire of your soul. Elisheva?
What I wish I wish there was something I could say or do to emphasize how important what you just said is, because the whole people say, "Okay, well, what do I do about the" half the work is setting the intention and getting ahead of your thoughts and your desires before they get to that level of reactive and attached and controlling. I spoke with somebody this week, and it's funny because I think what you're sharing, it's easier to apply in our interpersonal relationships, right? You have your the people that you love the most, you can see clearly, I desire for us to be close and for there to be love and for there to be harmony, and I want to be driven by my soul in those relationships. But I think when it comes to money and work, because they're very physical endeavors, we need money at the end of the day, we need to sign a deal, we need to close a contract, we need to move product. There is this, I don't know, a thicker barrier between applying these concepts that you're talking about. And I spoke to someone recently that she is her part of her work and a big part of her day is I don't know, for lack of a better way to describe it, like pitching potential customers. And the pitch takes between 30 and 60 minutes. So she has her calendar set with these meetings throughout the day. And of course, if somebody goes for it, signs up, there's different series, the process continues onward. But when someone takes her time and doesn't go with the program, it's really difficult. Enough of those quote unquote failed meetings in a day or a week can be really devastating. Not from the financial point alone. Her frustration is I'm giving all my heart, I'm giving all my soul. I believe in what I'm doing. It's helping people. It's saving lives. Why are these people abusing me, taking me for granted, throwing us, so we had a conversation about it, and I shared with her this idea, which I think is so much aligned with what you were sharing before. You know, your intention, of course, your tikkun as well, but your intention especially in those first few moments in the day, really set the tone and the frequency. So if you start your morning asking the Creator to send me people who have the vessel, who have the capacity to receive what we want to give, rather than, I just want to be busy today. And if we're honest with ourselves, we look at a full calendar, and I mean, obviously, depending on your profession, but you can look at a week of back to back meetings, potential clients, and think, I'm doing the work. I'm successful. I'm busy. I'm establishing my value. But if you don't sign any clients at the end of the week, what have you done? So shifting into, I don't desire to be busy. I don't desire to have I desire to connect with people who have the vessel to receive what I wanna share. It's a game changer. And then she said to me, "Well, what about my ego? What about my" Start with the intention, shifting into because what is an intention? It by itself creates a vessel. That's the container you bring to work every day. I don't wanna be busy, I want to add value. I want to connect with people who truly have the capacity to benefit from what I wanna give, right? That's the intention of the light of the creator, right? I want to give. I wish you had I wish all of you individuals had the desire to match how much I wanna give. That's the intention. And when you shift into that, it changes the quality of the meetings you have as well, of the people that you interact with as well. Now, the other side of the coin, though, is that when somebody decides not to go with what you're selling, And obviously, that's a metaphor. It's not only about sales, it's about whatever benefit or value you're trying to add. And somebody is not interested. We could be talking about going on a date. You go on a date, you think it's successful, and the person doesn't call back or doesn't text or whatever it is. In your mind, you need to know that it's not about that person, that the hour and a half that you spent with them, it's not wasted on them. The client, the potential client that isn't even returning your calls, it wasn't a waste of time because your energy isn't lost. Your energy is stored in a reservoir for you so that you may have a meeting next week where you don't even have to take the whole meeting. The person is sold instantly. And you think, oh, that was magical. It wasn't magical. What happened to all the other meetings you had where nothing happened? You're earning, you're calling, you're creating effortless meetings with other people. You're creating effortless dates with other potential partners because the persistence and the desire to be, and again, like, when you go out on those dates, right? It's not for the sake of I need to tell my parents I went out on a date this week. No, using the date as an opportunity to express your soul qualities, the goodness in your heart, even if it's not the one that you practice being that person, you will see the energy and even the people that you interact with change because you've created a different kind of container with which to interact with the clients, the potential suitors, whoever it is that you're engaging with. You create the vessel. We don't realize that. We often think that, well, it's just the market or it's the economy or it's the city I live in or it's my age. No. Our energy is really our brand. And when you come with that energy, right, your brand is, I want to connect with the people who are truly connected to my soul, who have the capacity to receive from me. It changes everything.
Beautiful. So you're speaking about the connection between alignment with the desire of our soul, expanding our desire in regards to being a true giver, and how this energy works in a day-to-day life. So what I heard from you is two things that I would love to maybe help all of us to apply as daily intention. As daily intention. Two things I'm hearing. This this number one, where do I want to get? We all need energy back from anything that we do. Anytime you put energy out there, you need energy back because while we are givers, we need to receive energy back. The only question is, where do you hope consciously or unconsciously to receive, to be replenished back? It's not uncommon for all of us. You give energy, you need replenishing. And there's two sources of replenishing, real and false. While none of us perfect, we probably replenish from both. So, what is the real? When I'm actually pursuing true actions of giving with pure intention, really to add value without expectation, I am and I'm open myself to be replenished by the light of my soul because I'm aligned to that, because the energy of my soul, the light of the Creator is energy of giving. So when I'm aligned with this true intention, it's okay to say I need to be replenished, but set the intention, please the Creator. I want to make sure I'm replenished by you, by the light which is already within me, that wants to share with me, and I'm opening the door when I'm a true giver, and not to be replenished by the thank you, by the results, by the immediate manifestations, by the appreciation, by the something amazing happen right away. So that's number one, constantly. And that's one of the ways to create true desire, true giving. I want to be replenished by the Creator itself. I don't want to be dependent on other people. And then it will make a person more sensitive. Am I coming from lack or am I coming from true desire to share? That's number one. Number two, while giving is the right thing to do, and desire to give is the right thing to do, Kabbalistically it's known as important thing. Not every giving is the giving that belong to your soul. Each one of us, based on our soul purpose, have unique area that we're supposed to express our giving. And actually giving my energy, my time, my care to the people that are not part of my soul purpose is not necessarily going to create circuitry. And usually if I'm giving to the wrong people, because somehow I'm not coming from the right place. So on another daily intention, please the Creator, make sure that I'm giving wholeheartedly with the right people. And if it's the wrong people, not that there's something is bad, I want to pray for everyone. But the Creator gave each one of us unique energy, unique light, unique blessings to be channeled a specific way in a specific places. So if I'm giving, I'll say yes because I'm guilty. I don't consider my true purpose. What is the actual giving that I meant to do today? And I'm not suggesting judging people. Of course, when you don't know, just do good. But the fact that you set that intention, you aligned with your soul, opportunities will come to you, clarity will come to you. This is the right thing. Doesn't mean if it's not always because something is comfortable and something is uncomfortable. It has to be comfortable in a soul level. Doesn't mean it doesn't require tremendous effort and seemingly sacrifice. But that's another essential thing to actually to expand my energy, my light, my vessel through giving is number one, to be replenished from the right source, the light of the Creator, because of my pure intention. Number two, to channel my energy in the right places. And the fact that you're asking for that, you already open the metaphysical structure to guide you and to attract scenarios and the pieces of the puzzle that are needed in your life.
It's interesting that this energy coincides with the beginning of the month of Pisces, right? This is, uh, according to Kabbalistic astrology, and I think conventional as well, it's the last sign of the zodiac. We're finishing, in a way, the calendar year. Pisces are often considered like the parents of the zodiac. Many times they can be the souls who are finishing their correction, and there is this, um, this danger of complacency, of I've achieved, I've done that already, I've been there already. And so to have that, the seed of that month, and we always talk about how the new moon, those 24, 48 hours really help us plant the seed for the entire month to come, to have the month or that energy of potential complacency planted in the week where we have such a tremendous opportunity to grow our desire really exponentially, to be in touch with our soul's true desire, which is infinite. It's really a beautiful, really harmonious combination of energies that can give us, again, it's, of course, it's about specifically this week, but that energy, because of the new moon, can last the entire month. So the Kabbalists teach that there's really, I think, in a way, three opportunities this month. And because we're planting the seed this Tuesday, it's a great opportunity to focus on these questions in this week, which are totally connected. The first question is, what do I truly desire? And to be aware, especially in mind of this, in keeping this conversation in mind, right? What are my body or my ego's desires versus what are my soul's desires? The second question to ask is, what makes me truly happy and how can I do more of those things? Again, from the soul happiness, not only from the material happiness. And the last question, which again is so beautifully connected to this week's energy, is where and how can I help bring more light and joy to my family, my community, and the world? So the first two questions are obviously self focused, but really to take that Pisces energy and utilize it, take advantage of it. It comes once a year, and we have the ability, in a way, to expedite our own growth and transformation, our own next level manifesting by asking those questions, especially in these days leading up to the new moon, and then utilizing this month to grow our desire, to grow our happiness, and to grow in the way that we show up and share in the world around us. So I'm very excited for that. Any last thoughts, Eitan, before we send our listeners into the week?
I think that when we speak about desire, very often says, wow, I don't have a big desire enough. If it's for the light, for the right thing. Actually, we have it within us. It's just to activate what's in you. In the world of social media, very often it triggers lack, how I need to be better. And that's actually shrinking our desire. Actually, the real world is I have everything that I need within me, includes the biggest desire. I need just to gradually access it. It's like that when external situations, specifically social media, triggering lack, you know it's actually take you to the wrong places, to explore external places to feel better about yourself. And really awakening and connecting to the desire of my soul that is already there. We didn't come to this world to change our soul. We came to this world to remove the layers that blocking us from connecting to our true desire for our soul.
Such a powerful lesson. I'm excited for this week. Weekly Energy Boost is available on all podcast platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can follow us there to receive even more content to support you on what we talk about in every episode. You can also go to weeklyenergyboost.com, where we share with you things that we think are important for our listeners to know about, as well as search through our archives, send us a message, and click the donate button to support the production of Weekly Energy Boost. But as always, if you have not yet rated and reviewed Weekly Energy Boost, please take a moment and share that with us, as well as think of the friends and family that you have that need this message, that need the support this week, that can benefit from what we've shared. Send them the episode, and we'll see you next week on Weekly Energy Boost.